So the next question you might be asking is, gosh, Mr. Benson, all these different methods, when do I use this method versus that method versus that method? Well, here's my take on it. This is what I think when I'm solving problems like this. I love the elimination method. I will almost always use the elimination method. But there are times where substitution might be easier. And graphing, well, gosh, I'm just going to be honest. Once you know how to do these problems, graphing method takes so much time, so you shouldn't be using the graphing method once you get comfortable using the elimination or substitution. It takes too long to graph these equations and put them and plot the points. So let's stay away from graphing. So graphing is a no-no once you get the concept. Now let's focus on elimination versus substitution. Now let's just look at some of these problems. When I look at this problem, what I'm looking for is I'm trying to figure out, is it really easy to solve for one variable, to get one variable by itself? And so what I'm looking for is, do one of these variables right here have no coefficient in front? So this one has a 3 in front, this one has a 5 in front, there's a 4 there, this one has a 5, 7, and 6. It's not easy to get one of these variables by itself and use the substitution method, so I would say this would be elimination. So that would be the elimination. Now let's go over this one. Is it easy to solve one of these for a variable right here? Well, this one, it is. It's actually fairly easy. We can solve for this y by adding or subtracting 1/2 from both sides and then substituting that in for the y over here. So this would be more of a substitution. But if you really get used to elimination, you might say, oh, well, how would I just multiply both these equations by 4 and then things will cancel off a little bit easier? You could use elimination. Both these methods will work on almost any situation. But this one, I could say substitution or elimination. Okay, because you can solve for that y right there. Let's go down to this one. Here, can you solve for a variable very easily? Doesn't really look like it. You got a 5 in front of this x, a 9 in front of that y, a 3 in front of that y, and a 2 in front of that. So this one is almost for sure the elimination one. Elim. Now let's go over here to this one. Well, gosh, this one they're almost making it too easy for you, right? They already solved for a variable for you on this one. You got y is equal to 6x. So you're going to just take this 6x and plug it in for that right off the bat. So this would almost be exclusively a substitution method. So that's just some of the things I think about when I'm trying to solve some of these problems, or things that I'm looking for. Is, can I solve for a variable very easily? If I can, well then I could use the substitution method. Otherwise, maybe I get really comfortable with the elimination method and I use that almost exclusively, except for maybe cases like this where one variable is already solved for you.